Good morning and welcome to more Breath of Fire 4. I need to figure out where I missed a trade, and I think there's a couple of places that I've narrowed it down to where I think I might have missed it. One is right here in Sinesta. I think I got this one, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to double check it just to make sure. And I mean, if this is the one that I missed, then it's really easy, because then I'm right here next to Marlock. So if I did miss it, okay, it was from that girl, so that was not the one that I missed. In that case, I think the one that I'm missing is actually back in Ludia. If I can figure out how to get out of this town. There we go. So I think the one that I'm missing is actually back in Ludia. You can't do this trade before. You can't do this trade when you first have access to Ludia. It is apparently only available after you've done the castle infiltration there. So there's a good chance that I probably missed it, because we didn't really investigate Ludia very much after we ran out of the castle. So this is probably the one I missed. And apparently there's just some guy around here that I can do this trade with in this town. It's probably one of these two, actually. You've heard the news? Nope. Well, then I guess there's not much point in telling you. Really? They say the dam was destroyed by a mud flood. It means we won't be able to get the metal parts we need. What are we gonna do? I don't know, man. Seeing a lot of Ludian troops. Whatever that means, there's going to be another war. This does also mean that the trades, assuming that I am correct in that I missed a trade here. Good for nothing husband and I gotten off to this time. That would also mean that they're not trading for a specific item, which is weird, because you'd think it would be like, oh, you have this blank ball, I will trade it for this blank ball. Oh, I thought you were the one I had talked to, but no. I was actually wanting to talk to this guy. Came here looking for something to trade. I feel like that is the guy I'm supposed to be doing the trade with. But I also feel like potentially I needed to do that trade a lot sooner than I ended up doing it. So I might actually be a little bit locked out of here. You managed to get away all the way to India. Yeah, I kind of have them with me. Interesting. Okay. Because I don't remember doing a trade in this town. So it's entirely possible that I did need to come back here originally and trade with this guy, I'm guessing. Huh. Yeah, I might have actually goofed here and just might not be able to do the trade anymore. Which, I mean, that would be very unfortunate, but there's nothing I can really do about it if that's the case. So yeah. I definitely think this was the guy we were supposed to trade with. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Just in case, I'm going to double check and make sure there wasn't anyone else that I'm thinking of that we could have done the trade with that we might have missed. No, we did that one, did that one, did that one, did that one. To the east of the arc just behind the stairs. I think we did this one. And I think we did the trade in Windia as well. Huh. Yeah, I think the one we missed was literally the second trade in the game. The one in Ludia. Near the exit of the shrine, near a prisoner in the dungeon. Alright, hang on. I'm actually gonna just do a little bit more reading on this. Okay, I have looked into it. The guy in Ludia is the one you're supposed to trade with. However, the window in which you can trade with him is very small. You can only trade with him. The guide I was using was very unclear about this. It made it imply that you had to do it after the raid in Ludia. No, you have to do it during the raid at Ludia. You can only trade with him at night in Ludia. At night in Ludia only happens during the castle infiltration. That is your one window to do this trade. It doesn't matter how far you are in the trade side quest, mind you, except for the fact that this is a storyline. You could actually make this like the second trade you do, even though they're supposed to be... This is supposed to be the third trade. There's another one that happens between getting the ball and this one. You could skip that second one entirely and do this one instead, and then go do the second one. It doesn't matter the order. But you have a very small storyline window in which to do this one. Now, apparently, if you load a clear save after beating the game, you can go back to the abandoned village, and someone there will do the trade for you. So maybe I'll do that, but we can't actually finish the trade side quest on this save file. We have to load a cleared game save file in order to finish the trade side quest. So that's a little unfortunate, but to be fair, I don't know what the roulette skill does that Morlock was going to give us, but I doubt I would really use it anyway. So I'm not that peeved about it, really. It is just kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, we got the Law Voids. Fire attacks make them stronger, increasing their XP value. And they can... Oh, that's right. We used fire on these guys before, and it made them nigh impossible to actually fight. When we were here with Fulu, that is. We did that before. I'm just going to hit them. I don't remember how well physical attacks do. I seem to remember that it does just fine. But I'm just going to try smacking them and see how it do. They do have an item that I haven't acquired. And they can cast tier 2 combo magic just as a spell, just as a thing to do. So that's neat. Oh yeah, this thing's almost dead. You know what? Screw it. Just because I can, go ahead and try and pilfer on this guy, attack him. And I think this guy's probably really slow, so also just attack him because you have guaranteed hit. Yeah, not able to steal, but that's okay. It's always worth trying. Yeah, he dead. There we go. I think Kray's current weapon also does earth-based damage, which on the one hand could be useful, on the other hand could also be harmful. It just kind of depends. I don't remember. I'm gonna switch my normal... I'm gonna switch Nina back out here so that she can fly up and give me a better vantage. Yeah, there was an item right here, but we already got it with Fulu. That's right. Okay. You can break rocks, something Fulu could not do. Because Fulu, much like Sias, has no overworld ability, which is unfortunate. Alright, just go ahead and do a charm. Smack him, and I will just bring in you to smack him. I think you do more damage. I think Kray still has the armor that has the same effect as shield on him. I don't actually know what shield does, but if it's anything like the armor, the lieutenant armor, which has the same effect as speed, I'm assuming that Kray's armor then could be used in battle to do, well, the effect of shield. So it might be worth it to re-equip him with something else instead that just so it frees up my ability to use that in battle if I want to. I will not use the magma armor, but it doesn't hurt to have. Turns out he is faster than Cray, so that's good to know. I could be getting... Firecracker. That's what he drops. Okay. So I'm assuming that is just a battle item, does fire damage. That's what I would guess anyway. Let's just heal you up, heal you up, heal you up. Mine as well, heal you up too. Okay. You know what? I think I am going to... Yeah, I've got the force armor on you. It does barrier. That's right. I think I'm going to go ahead and just give you back the Damascus mail. Because it's just overall better, I think. Oh, it's just an Aurum. Well, I mean, that's useful, I guess. Okay, so there's nothing there. If I go all the way around the rim, I should be able to get to another item. I don't remember if there's any items inside of this place for me to find. There are the cards, which this creature will flee combat if not attacked. You can steal electrodes, and you can get them to drop multivitamins, so I'm definitely going to use a charm on him. And we'll attack and attack. I'm guessing earth-based damage won't do a whole heck of a lot to these guys. But, yeah. I like multivitamins. Multivitamins are good. I don't remember when we ever killed these guys. Oh, okay, so they do not take much in terms of damage. I wonder if a Sever would do better. Let's try the Wand of Air and the Flamethrower. Let's try that. Just rather than using my MP. I wonder if these guys have really low HP, but they just have a really high defense. Okay, they are a little bit weaker to the wind magic at the very least. Ah, fire! Fire is what does the real damage. Noted. Okay. So, in that case, let's just go ahead and have you do a flame pillar. I think that'll work just nicely. We'll go ahead and have you do a flamethrower, and I guess you attack, just in case. Ah, you escaped. Darn. Okay, well, now we know. The next time we fight one of those guys, just hit it with fire magic. Alright. We'll just switch to you, because you can just headbutt things while I run. And that's just fun. And another magma armor. Okay. We could buy those. They're not that neat, really. Alright. So do a charm. We'll have you go ahead and do a flame pillar into a inferno. Or an inferno, I suppose I should say. Yeah, you go ahead and go to sleep. Restore some MP. Why not? Charm him. And flame pillar. Then we follow that up with an inferno, and this should take him out. We figured it out. They do not like fire. Actually, it looked like a flame pillar alone from Ursula might be enough to take those guys out. So that's pretty cool. Good level. All around, pretty good level. Alright, cool. Yeah, unfortunately we did not get the multivitamin, but that's okay. Really, the multivitamin's the only thing I actually want out of those guys. It doesn't look like they do any attacks either. So I don't know. Is there anything for me to be doing in here? I feel like there's a little platforming section inside of this place, so maybe there's something else I can get here. Because so far the only thing that was really here was the magma armors. We do have the Flugoos, and we've got the Black Dragoos, which can drop and or be stolen the Dark Drought. Changes spells it uses to match its opponent's weaknesses. That Dark Drought is something that I think I really, really, really want. So we're gonna go ahead and attack. You go ahead and attack. And you get a guaranteed hit on this guy. I want to see if I can steal that Dark Drought from him, because those are very, very good. If I remember correctly from the one that Fulu got, they only work until you rest again, much like the seeds, but they seem to increase I seem to remember that they increase a bunch of different stats. So if I can get one of those, I'd be very pleased, really. Yeah, that's a treasure. So if we hadn't opened that treasure with Fulu, we could have gotten it with this team. But again, I'm not that worried. Nothing that Fulu had is particularly... I'm saying again. Nothing that Fulu had is particularly unique. Aside from his starting equipment, of course. Which I don't think we have any way of getting without a Game Shark, so I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, we'll just shoot you guys and plop. Oh, you did not die. Well, you'll die in the next hit, so we'll try and steal from you this time. They do some damage. They can indeed do some damage. I would really like to get one of those Dark Droughts. There goes the one. There goes the two. Cool. Likewise, to this place, I don't know if there's any real benefit in going through Sanctum. Again, if you didn't get the treasures there as Fulu, you could get them with this team. But I don't know if there's anything unique for this team to be doing in any of the locations that Fulu already went through. But, I mean, we haven't been here with these guys, and I'm going to have no way of knowing without going through and exploring. So, I'm going to go through and explore. I like exploring in these games. That's kind of the point of them. Yes, I could look everything up, and I could figure everything out ahead of time, but I feel like that takes away a lot of the fun of these games. So I feel like a lot of the fun of these games is figuring it out as I go through them for the first time and getting, you know, my fresh perspective that has been untainted by prior knowledge. Obviously, I've looked some things up, like the treasure side quest. I had a small guide to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I ended up missing something anyway, but largely I didn't really need said guide because I just searched. I talked to people, and in the process of talking to people outside of the one in Ludia at the very specific point in which you could talk to them, obviously, I was able to find everything. So honestly, I really didn't even need that guide. But oh well. Doesn't look like there's anything really to see here. Yeah, it doesn't really look like there is anything for us to really see or do here, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to skip my way out of here and meet you guys back on the world map. Unless we encounter something new or cool, of course. Alright, so we are back outside. Now I do want to explore Sanctum, but I think it's going to be very similar to what we found with Mount Yogi. I don't think there's really going to be much of anything for us to really do or see here. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to let you guys know if I find any extra treasures that we didn't find before, or if anything cool happens. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to be doing a couple cuts here, because I really don't want to come back and do another full episode of exploring a place again and finding nothing to do there, as opposed to just going forward with the story, which I think is what we'll probably be doing in the next episode. So I'm going to just go through Sanctum real quick and let you guys know if I find anything. Okay, so we can find the shadows out here as well. They've got an item that we haven't seen yet, and they can still do that target move. So I do still want to try and get that target move from them, but we kind of already know how these fights work. So I will, I guess, try and also steal that item from them while I'm at it. But I don't think I'm going to include much of the fight in this episode. I'm just gonna cut ahead. I'll see if I can get... Oh, he's dead. Well... Didn't expect that. Well, they're dead too. So, okay. Good to know. I can't use the wind magic on that guy or he dies. At least Crane got a nice level up, I guess. Alright. That was dumb. Well, I just learned that apparently water heals the Karns because using the electric combo actually healed them. So it looks like you really do want to make sure you're using fire on them. Which, I mean, I guess that's fair, but man, I just wanted to try and take them out while actually doing a little bit more damage. Oh well. Alright, well, I finished going through Sanctum, got to the other side, and it did nothing. So I'm glad I didn't worry about it too much. So I can go to the left to Soma. Oh, those are the woods that are now a curse, or a hex. Okay, I think we're going to tackle that in our next episode. I think we might only have like one session left in this game. So I think we're very close to being done with this game. That's neat. I still didn't get target. I should probably try and do that. But I think we're gonna call it here. I think we're good. I know we didn't do like a lot, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like going through the Hex Woods is probably gonna be an episode all on its own. Then we're in Cheeto, and unless things go horribly awry there, I think that's gonna be like endgame. So yeah, in our next episode we'll go to Soma. I'll see you guys there.